Adam, how have you managed to recover from what must have been a pretty bruising defeat on Tuesday night?
No, it was not much sleep Tuesday night. A lot of analysing. The beauty of being up here with the two other coaches is we get to study and watch things back, and we was keen to do that and go in with some messages, some clear messages for the players, because we've got to be a tougher team to play against and be more threatening going the other way. So there's lots for us to work on.
There was talks of a meeting taking place afterwards between some of the guys behind the scenes. I don't know if that was you, the owner, whoever was involved. Can you tell us, did that actually happen on Tuesday night?
No, just all the coaching staff getting together. Sorry, I was a bit late coming out to meet you, but no, that was just me forgetting, and just very, very disappointed. I thought there was real good signs of some stuff on Saturday, and we conceded some sloppy goals, and then it seemed to be a bit of a similar pattern. I don't think we created as much on Tuesday night, which is definitely an area for us to look at, but more disappointed with the goals against. Like I say, there's been a lot said about how attacking my style of football is. We didn't see much of that, and we looked vulnerable conceding goals. So there's bags and bags for us to work on.
Bags and bags to work on, but not much time to implement it. No. Many supporters already saying they think York City are probably going to go down the fall this last few weeks. Before you came in, this isn't just at your door. It's been quite marked, really. How do you ensure that your players don't get into that same mindset?
No, that's it. It was real sort of positive, and had to be quite frank with them for possibly the first time. I think they've just got a nice manager and seems like a really nice lad, but had to be quite stern and show that we have to improve. We have to be tougher to play against, and it's getting them to showing them, and the meeting that we had together as a team was really positive, and I'm pleased with how they've trained as well after that. So it's just showing the messages and like I say, being quite honest and telling people that it's got to pick up and we've got to defend with more aggression.
How's that meeting go then? Is that you and your backroom staff talking to the players? Did they get involved in that? Do you want to know what they think of the situation?
No, yeah, definitely. Because I don't want them to think that we've come in and we're just a group that's going to play nice football and get relegated. That's not what we come here to do. We want to start winning games sooner rather than later, and to get their buy-in and of how we can do that and implement that was important. We've, like I say, done some searching of our previous games and where we can improve and what we can get better at, and we've shown the players today, and the response seems to be good.
So now you go to Kidderminster, obviously another side in real danger. Identical record actually, the same amount of points as York City, same goal difference as York City. A game that both sides, I think, will feel that they realistically need to win.
No, yeah, I think it's getting like that for every game now. 9 games to go, 27 points up for grabs, and we can't keep writing these games off. I'll come in here with 11 games to go, and we're talking there's still 11 games to go. Now there's 9, so we can't be talking Monday saying there's only 8 and 24 points to play for. Then we've got to now really focus on this Saturday, and the talking's got to stop, and we've got to start providing, and myself included, the players and everyone. It's time for some action, and we've got to see it on the pitch.
They had a new manager bounce when Phil Brown came in. It's sort of opposite ends of the spectrum, isn't it? You're a younger up and coming manager. Can we say that against a Phil Brown who's been there, done it right at the top of the game? It'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
No, yeah, definitely. Nothing but respect for what Phil's achieved in the game and where he's got to as a manager. But yeah, like I say, young and up and coming, and ready for this challenge, and ready for Saturday's game.
Kidderminster haven't scored many goals, haven't conceded many goals as well. I think that's probably the reason why they're down towards the bottom of the league. What sort of test do you think they're going to pose your side? Because they have been really good in recent weeks. I know they got beaten on Tuesday night, but they had a couple of defenders out who are probably going to come back tomorrow.
No, yeah, very solid side. They get the ball forward. They work very hard for each other, and they've got a bit of individual quality as well. So we've got to show the players that there's no dressing it up, but we've got to be ready as well. Like I say, we can't hide behind anything, and it's time for us to start providing, and the action's got to start on Saturday.
Do you think in a perverse way it might be quite nice that you're away from home this weekend? And the atmosphere, the tension, if there is any tension in the ground, will be focused on the home team rather than your side? Yeah, potentially. It's not something that we've really sort of touched upon as a group. Don't know. We've got to enjoy playing here in front of our fans, and how we get on one side is with our performances and results, and that's something that we've got to aspire to do. So we can't hide away from that. So we've got to face up that challenge, and it's like I say, it's not something that we've spoke about or addressed, but I think the proof will be in the pudding, whether the lads feel a little bit more relaxed playing away from home. But moving forward, we can't have that. It can't be an excuse. We've got to it's rightly so. We've got a big following here, and they're passionate about their football club, and we've got to embrace that. Danny Amos went off the other night, not long after coming on. How is he?
Yeah, he's struggling a bit with his calf. Don't think it's a tear, which is good news. But unlikely to be involved this weekend. Didn't train today. Got one or two others that potentially miss him, but didn't train today. But we're hoping that the majority will be fit.
I hear suggestions as well, maybe a couple of new signings before the weekend. Is that going to be the case?
Yeah, we're looking at what's available to us, but yeah, I want it to be the right fit for the football club. So yeah, I'm looking at it with the recruitment team and the chairman, but nothing's been confirmed yet.
If that does happen, are you likely to be looking at loan signings or permanent signings?
I think we want to bring the players in for the longer term. The lads that we're looking to sign are ones with real scope and potential for us for the future as well as now.
I appreciate you've only just come in, so it may be a slightly unfair question, but do you think it's slightly more difficult to bring in players on permanent deals with the situation that you're currently in?
No, definitely. 9 games to go. We're very much in a relegation fight, and you're trying to attract players to come and be a part of that. But also there's an unbelievable football club that are coming to join, and we want players that want to be here and be at the club, for a long time and fight to stay in this league.
And do you have to as well, when you're trying to bring in players, think about the worst case scenario as well as the best case scenario, that they've got to be a right fit for the league below if you were to go down? Because I think everyone who's watched National North, and I'm sure it's pretty similar in the South, it's an incredibly hard league to get out of, very, very physical, with lots of big brutes in there, and you've really got to win the battle first before you can win the war.
Yeah, you've got to think about all of those sort of things, but yeah, our focus is not on that, it's on Saturday in Kidderminster. We're fully focused on that game, and like I say, just one game at a time. We've got to be miles better in lots of areas than we was on Tuesday night. Like I say, really disappointed. The group was disappointed, and yeah, we've got to bounce back with our tail between our legs and show everything that we're ready to fight for this football club.
It'd be nice to see some smiles around the place as well, wouldn't it?
No, yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah. Ultimately that's what we do it for, we enjoy it, but at the same time we're all very disappointed with the position that we find ourselves in.
Thank you.
Not the start you'd hoped for, Adam, but 27 points to play for, and it all changes with a couple of wins. Is that the message to the players, and morale must be low?
No, yeah, we had a really good team meeting today, and it was definitely that to pick the players up, but at the same time you've got to put those truths to their door as well. So there's no hiding the position we're in. We've got to fight, and we've got to show that fight. The fans want to see it every minute now, and I don't want to just see it as a manager. When we cross that white line, it's got to be there every training session between now and the end of the season. We've got to have those kind of demands on ourselves. So, yeah, that's the message. And the morale seemed good. They knew that, and I think they, probably, wanted to hear that from myself as well. And they trained really well today.
York escaped relegation last season on 51 points. Do you think that'll be enough this season? Have you got a target?
Not a target just yet. I think the target is 3 points this Saturday. That's got to be the next target that we set. But yeah, it's everyone's still picking up points down there, so we've got to start doing the same. So yeah, we've got Kidderminster will be looking to do the same on Saturday. We'll definitely be looking to do the same on Saturday. So there's no real end target. At this stage, just to make sure we're more competitive than what we was on Tuesday. Better performance, and I think that will lead to us getting more points.
Fylde were unchanged the other night from their victory the previous Saturday. We're not able to settle aside at the moment. Is that an issue?
Yeah, potentially, but that's Fylde on a good run, and they're winning games of football, so they're probably less likely to change it. We're probably maybe still trying to find that winning formula, but yeah, and I'm not one to chop and change for needlessly if we don't need to. If the lads are performing, then they stay in the team.
Injury worries. Danny Amos came off after just coming on the other night. Any other injury worries that you can tell us about?
No, Danny's struggling with his calf. Paddy didn't train today, but we're hoping he'll be okay for Saturday. And I think that's it from the squad really. Everyone else is okay. Obviously Crooksy's still out. Kai Kennedy. We're still missing a few of them, waiting on an X-ray on Kai's wrist to see the extent of how long he'll be out. But yeah, the squad from the other day, only really Danny that'll probably be missing and should be back for Tuesday.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Hi. So first off, nice to meet you, because I've not actually met you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Like I say, do you feel like the pressure is on you as a manager? Like, is it affecting you in any way? Obviously, there's quite a lot of discontent and really are in a relegation battle. No,
we most certainly are, and yeah, I take the pressure myself, and but it's important that we all know that we're in a fight. We've all got to fight, I don't not feeling the pressure. Obviously, very disappointed with our performances and our results. But it's down to us to bounce back and give good, clear messages to the players.
I know that you mentioned the tactics quite a bit after Tuesday's defeat. I know you've got Cameron Morrison been doing quite a lot of work with the players. How much does what he's doing with the players feed into your game plan?
Yeah, no, he's been excellent in terms of his analysis, and we can show lads stuff from the game. So we had a good team meeting about that today. There's lots to go over, but it's important that we do that. And he's been excellent filming training, so we can show if the intensity is not right in training, if the little details I think are really important, especially when you're coming in and you've got games thick and fast.
And just to touch on George Haitis-Kenworthy, obviously getting the call up to the England C contingency squad. Are you pleased for him to receive that?
No, yeah, delight for George. I thought he was excellent the other night, and probably kept the scoreline down a little bit. And he had an assist in the first game. Getting him to play, a bit of a different style, but he's really comfortable, and I see really big things for George.
Obviously, from one goalkeeper to another in David Stockdale, do you see him still in a part of your playing plans, or is it more now focusing on his sort of backroom role?
No, yeah, I think I won't speak on behalf of Stocky, but see more David as we've got George in now, and I think he's the future of the club. So focusing on him and Rory, who we've got in, two good keepers. I see them as the future really. So I think Stocky's a bit of a back seat in terms of his goalkeeping at the moment.
Obviously now I know that you've sort of had a week and a bit now at the club. Have you been impressed with any particular things that you've seen in training?
Oh, yeah, there's a good group. I know we're probably not showing it often enough out on the pitch, and that's the plan. It's got to be. We've got to start doing that. But all in all, you know, they are passionate. They want the best for the football club, and there's some really good people in the building, and you know, we've got to now transfer that and all that passion onto a match day.
And what is your message to the supporters that are going to travel down to Kidderminster? Obviously desperately need a win. We've obviously lost the previous 2 games against 2 other teams obviously down there.
No, yeah, just get behind us. We're going to, you know, leave everything out on that pitch. We had a really positive meeting, and the players are fully behind that. We didn't you know, show the best of us. The little details that we've gone through, we wanted to implement. So it'd be, come and give us your full backing, and you know, we're going to do all we can to leave everything that we've got out there, and hopefully come away with some points.
Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you.
So, could you please just highlight a brief game plan for the squad for the next upcoming match?
To be defensively more sound, and not you know, conceding the goals that we're conceding. 6 goals in 2 games is way too much. You know, we've got to defend with way more passion, more desire, and more aggression. You know, we can talk about styles, we can talk about tactics and stuff like that, but you know, the non-negotiables in the game is sprinting, working hard, and running, leaving everything out on the pitch, and that's, you know, not something that we've seen in large parts on Tuesday night, and we've got to be tougher to play against, have to be a tougher team to play against, and with that we want more thrust, we want more goal malfunction. You know, I was very disappointed. I thought our best chances come from set pieces. We scored from a routine that we worked. There's another one that we got a shot off from a little routine, and we nearly scored from a free kick. But that's not good enough. For York City Football Club to only be creating chances from set pieces is not good enough, and we need to, both ends of the pitch be better.
Thank you. And would you highlight just a few things in particular that you want to take from the match against Files into the next match?
Just that, to defend with more aggression. Like I say, people getting across us in the box for the first one, we're too deep from a throw-in for the second one, and the third one we get caught on the ball, and then they go through cheaply and easily. So definitely be better defensively, more aggression in our play, and you know, we've got to outwork the opposition. You know, it's no easy feat going to Kidderminster to do that, but you know, we've got to leave everything out there in terms of our intensity, and then, you know, in possession, there was a spell that showed the lads it was probably near on 2 minutes of us just switching the ball, which is all very well, but ultimately we've got to have some, you know, penetration in our play as well, and we've got to look forward, and we've got to you know, getting the ball into the final third on more occasions.
Thank you. And finally, what are you expecting from your opponents? Are you expecting this to be a tough game?
Yeah, of course. We don't underestimate any team at National League level. Every game that you come up to, it's going to be a tough game, no matter where the team might be lying in the league table. You know, we look at a few of the results from Tuesday night and from Saturday. So, you know, you don't underestimate anyone. You know, it's going to be a tough game. You know, it's going to be a physical game. The ball's going to come down our throat, and we've got to deal with that. But like I say, they've got some real good individuals as well that can hurt you. So we've got to be concentrating throughout the 90 minutes.
Thank you. That's all of my questions.
Thank you.
Adam.
Thank you.